Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of College Hockey Talk. On today's podcast, I'm joined by junior of the Bentley Hockey team, Dylan Pitera. Welcome to the podcast, Dylan, and how's everything going?
Good, man. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it. Now, I want to start off this podcast talking about this year's college hockey season. It's obviously been very different compared to other seasons. Just what are some challenges you have faced overall, and how have you tried to overcome some of those challenges?
Yeah, it's definitely been a weird season for sure due to the whole coronavirus. But we actually were shut down a couple weeks ago for a couple weeks. We had some cases on the team, so just facing some adversity with that definitely was challenging. But now we're just trying to get some games in, and hopefully the rest of the year can go pretty smooth here.
Yeah, I want to talk a little bit more about that. There's obviously been many schedule changes and postponements throughout your season. How do you mentally stay prepared for all those changes in your schedule, and what's the key for maintaining flexibility for this season? Because I know this is on Sunday, or when you played Holy Cross a few days ago, that was your first game this month.
Yeah. I mean, you just got to keep your eye on the end goal, winning that championship. I mean, the schedule's going to be changing throughout the whole year. You're going to be playing during the week, Sunday, Tuesdays. It's definitely different. So you just got to maintain your focus on, the end goal and kind of keeping your body healthy and everything and, doing the right thing.
Has it been weird playing this season without any fans, and has that been an adjustment for yourself?
Yeah, it's definitely been definitely different, right? You love having fans at your games. They provide a lot of energy for your team, and now it's pretty quiet in there, and all you hear is your teammates talking. But our team, we kind of just look at it as in a positive way, and we kind of motivate each other and bring the energy every game, and try to bring that energy on the ice to kind of eliminate that silence.
Definitely. Obviously, 3-on-3 overtime has also been introduced to this year in college hockey. What has that been like for yourself, being an offensive player and having more space on the ice and having more chances to score goals?
Yeah, it's definitely been nice. A lot of open ice out there. You can be creative, and it's not so much choppy hockey. So 3-on-3 has definitely been good to see. For our league, I know other leagues are doing it as well. So it definitely brings out the skill in players, and it's fun to watch.
Now, talking to other college hockey players throughout the country about 3-on-3 overtime, they're saying how it makes you more defensively sound because if you make one little mistake defensively, it can cause an odd man rush. Have you noticed that for your experience?
Yeah, it's definitely different. I mean, you gotta maintain focus while you're out there. One little mistake can lead into the game being ended, right? So yeah, you definitely gotta focus on that and kind of work together and have a game plan. And we practice that in practice as well. So I think we're definitely prepared going into it.
Now, you're obviously a junior on the team this year, and you obviously have a larger leadership role. How would you evaluate your leadership skills this season, and what have you learned about yourself as a player under this new leadership kind of role?
Yeah, it's been good. Bringing in the younger guys, definitely leading by example, doing the right thing on and off the ice. They definitely look up to us, upperclassmen. We have a good, senior group as well. They're always doing the right thing. We definitely have some younger guys definitely looking up to us, and so yeah.
How have you tried to help their transition into college hockey, especially since this year's a lot different than years that you've experienced before?
Yeah, we told them right away, like, hey, it's going to be a weird year, but we're all in it together. So let's just have fun with it, right? We don't know if we're going to be playing every single weekend, so let's just have fun every time we get on the ice together and make the most of it.
And how have the freshmen looked so far, in your opinion, on the ice, and especially players like Cole Codsey, who I feel like watching your team have really stepped up?
Yeah, we definitely have some good freshmen. They've added good value to our team. We have a lot of good depth in our team. They can be used in all areas of the game. Yeah, Cole's good. Yeah, he's a good player, good offensive player. He likes to battle it out. So, he does the right thing off the ice as well. He's always staying late as well. So, yeah, he's definitely the transition for him has been good, up and down. Hopefully, he can start putting up some points for us.
Yeah, definitely. And you just beat Holy Cross a few days ago. Talk about that game and what was the key to that win?
Yeah, that was good. That was our first game back after a month or so. Right? We were shut down for a few weeks there, and right after break is when it happened. And we kind of went into it with the mentality of just going on there and having fun. Like I said, we're not sure when we're going to be playing again, right? Games can be postponed here and there. And so as a team, we kind of just said, you know what, let's just go out there and have fun, not think too much, and, just have a blast. And that's kind of what we did. And we popped a couple early and just kind of went into each period with a lot of energy. So hopefully we can take that into the next weekend.
Did you feel any rust during that game, and how did you try to get some of the rust out of your system?
Yeah, I mean, you definitely feel after a long break, you definitely feel a little rusty. After those first few shifts, you kind of get back into it, and you kind of just bring that energy, every period, and you support each other when you make mistakes, and so that's how we've kind of been rolling.
Yeah, what's it like to play in Atlantic hockey and just the competition you face every night because it's kind of a smaller conference compared to the other ones in hockey or in college hockey?
Yeah, the conference definitely is tough, right? So the standings can change, dramatically every weekend. Every team's good. Every team can beat each other. So whoever comes, mentally prepared each and every night is going to win. So yeah, it's been fun over the past few years.
Yeah, and you play Air Force on Sunday. Talk about that series and what's the key heading in, especially against a team like that who's been playing multiple different teams in Atlantic hockey because they're not in like the east or west side of the divisions that they're doing.
Right. Yeah. We've always had a good little competition with the Air Force over the past couple of years. Going out there has always been fun. Fortunately, we can't do that this year. But yeah, we've always had a little good matchup with them. They play strong, they're physical, they block shots heavily, and I think we just got to go into again like we did last Tuesday with Holy Cross is like with that fun mentality and not thinking too much, and hopefully we can pull out a couple wins.
Does playing those military academies, do they play a different style of hockey than other teams in Atlantic hockey?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say so. Yeah, they're definitely heavier, stronger. It's more fun. Like we definitely get into it like with those teams, so it'll be a good matchup.
Now, talk about your off season for a little bit. What was that like for yourself, and how did you prepare for this upcoming season, especially with all of the challenges with ice being closed and with gyms being closed as well?
Yeah, so yeah, it was definitely a bit of a different summer. Back home, in Indiana, I trained right at my old high school there, so that that opened up actually fairly quickly in June. So it was pretty much a normal summer for me. I have a group of guys there that I train with, and it was good. It was pretty much a normal summer.
That's good to hear, and I want to talk about the beginning of your hockey career. You're from Culver, Indiana. Talk about growing up there, and how did you start playing hockey?
Yeah, so I'm originally from Florida, and I moved up to Indiana around 11. Played in Chicago for a few years there with the Fury and the Mission, and then eventually transitioned into Culver Academy. They're right in Culver. It's a prep school there, and loved every bit of it. I had a lot of friends that went through there before me, and they said they loved it. And it's kind of like a mini college, and that really helped my development. Kind of with their hockey program there, being able to walk to the rink every day, have practice every single day. Unlike a normal AAA team where you're skating maybe 3-4 times a week. We got to get on the ice every day, so I think that really helped my development.
Did you have a favorite player growing up, and what part of their game did you admire the most?
Yeah, so I think my favorite player growing up was probably Austin Matthews. Just his skill and his shot. It's been so fun to watch, and I still watch him today. And yeah,
Do you think he has the best style in the NHL? Because I think he does.
yeah, he's definitely he has a really good style for sure. It's cool to watch him as a player, and what he dresses up like is pretty funny.
Definitely, definitely. Now, switching back to your hockey career, what's the hockey scene like in Indiana? I'm just curious because it's not kind of like a hockey mecca like Illinois or like Minnesota in the Midwest.
Yeah, it's tough, but being there at Culver, we got to travel every weekend. We would go up to Michigan. We'd actually come out to Massachusetts for a couple tournaments throughout the year, just to get exposure to some colleges there. So, yeah, I mean it's been good. A lot of traveling, but definitely good when teams can come see us because we had a good student fan base there, so it was fun to play there.
Yeah, and before Bentley, you mentioned this. You played for the Chicago Mission. How did you get the opportunity to play with that program?
Yeah, so I played at Fury before that, and going into I think it was my last year U16 or last year of Bantam Major. I kind of was unsure where I was going to play, and I had a close friend, Graham Slaggart, who now plays in Notre Dame. He was playing at the Mission there, and he kind of said there was an open spot, so I kind of rolled with it, and we had a good team there. We had a good run that year. We ended up going all the way to national championship, and losing to Shattuck that year. So it was a good year. A lot of good players on that team that are still playing today.
What's it like playing that competition against teams like Shattuck, who always produce NHL caliber players?
Yeah. It's always good, right? Even at Culver, like they're our biggest rival. So, whenever they come, to our barn, we always had like a sold out crowd. It was so fun. So, those are definitely the memories that'll last a lifetime.
Yeah, and you then went on to play for Culver Academy. Just talk about your playing experience there, and what was that like just overall?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, like I said, like just the program there, how it's set up is where you can, go to the rink every single day and get better. So I spent 2 years on the U16 team there, and then prep my last 2 years. And just the coaching staff there just cares about the players, and they're really looking to develop each player and move on to hopefully play Division I college hockey. And that's kind of what happened my senior year. I was having a good year, and the tournaments out here, talked to a few schools, and Bentley wanted me to come in right away. So I kind of took that choice and came to this good business school, and kind of rolled with it.
Yeah, and how did your experience with Culver help prepare you for college hockey? I know you're mentioning how you traveled a lot during your junior hockey experience. Was that one of the things that helped prepare you? Because I know in Atlantic hockey, you're going to different schools around the East Coast.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like I said, we were always traveling to different places. We were in Toronto, we were in Michigan. We came out here, had a lot of exposure with with Culver, and a lot of good players come out of there. And yeah, it definitely helped me for college right away. Just kind of having that that college feel at Culver kind of helped me prepare for college in general.
Now, I know you were just talking about this a few seconds ago, but just talk a little bit more about your recruiting process and what made you want to go to Bentley.
Yeah, so during my senior year, when we came out here for a couple tournaments, I started talking to some schools then, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to go the whole junior path route, or just go right into school. And Bentley kind of wanted me to come in right away. So Bentley's a great business school, and I wanted to get into business. So I was like, let's roll with it. I love the campus, love the Boston area. So I didn't think second about it, and fell in love with the place, and haven't looked back.
Now, how do you balance academics and hockey at such a high level?
Yeah, it's definitely tough. I mean, we're dedicating 30 plus hours a week to hockey, and then we have school on top of that. Yeah, no, it's good. We have a lot of support here at Bentley. Everyone takes the time to dedicate themselves to their school, and we have a lot of resources here that'll help us, and set us up for success.
What does this year look like for you academically? Has it been all online or has it been kind of like a hybrid model?
Yeah, it has been all online. I think there's some classes that are hybrid, but for myself, I'm all online, and I was all online last semester as well. So I've definitely gotten used to it. But hopefully next year, hopefully things are back to normal.
Yeah, definitely. Do you like online school? I know there's some advantages to it, like you can just get up and go straight to class and don't even have to like walk like an hour to the building. Have you
Yeah.
that aspect of it?
That's been kind of nice, kind of just rolling out of bed right into school. But yeah, it's going to be nice to kind of get back to going to the classroom and seeing other students, right? More interaction with other people, and just kind of get that college vibe. So that'll be good for next year, hopefully.
Yeah, I think that enhances the academic experience as well, just with the face-to-face interaction with the professor.
For sure.
Now, what was the biggest adjustment you had to make to college hockey? Was it the mental side of the game, making quicker decisions with the puck, or was it more just the physicality, playing against players that were 4 or 5 years older than you were, or was it just kind of the speed of the game in general?
Yeah, I think definitely, guys are much bigger, faster, and stronger, in college, and kind of making that adjustment was hard. And, but using the resources that I have and the teammate support, I was able to do it. And, kind of my goal was to kind of get bigger in the off season leading up to my freshman year. So I did that, and I think it went well, and just kind of looking forward now, just kind of keep building on my weaknesses and, hopefully have some success here in the second half.
Yeah, and in your freshman season, you played Robert Morris in the playoffs. What did you take away from that series, even though you lost, and especially with it being your first Atlantic hockey experience as well?
Yeah, being the first playoff experience, it was really good. We had to, adjust quickly. Robert Morris is a good team. We always have a good battle with them. They're big, physical, and strong, and we have to, kind of match up with that and bring our qualities as a team to them. And we had a tough bounce there in the playoffs that year, but hopefully next year when we play them again, we can have a better run with that.
Now, on a more positive note, in your sophomore season, you beat Canisius in the Atlantic Hockey playoffs. What was the key to that series win, and what was it like for you to get your first Atlantic Hockey playoff win or series win?
Yeah, it was good. As a team, just going into that, we were like, we don't want to do this again. We don't want to lose again. So coming in with that mentality that we're not going to lose, really helped us with that series.
You were supposed to play American International before the season got canceled. What was your reaction to that news, and what was the seniors' reaction as well, knowing they played their final college game?
Yeah, that was definitely a tough situation. I mean, we were actually going on for practice, right before heading out to play them, and our coach kind of came in, and we were all on Twitter and kind of seeing like the NBA shutting down and all the big leagues shutting down, and we kind of were just shocked and didn't know what was going to happen. We thought we might be able to sneak out a couple more games, but it was definitely unfortunate getting the news. I felt so bad for the seniors. They came all that way to just get shut down immediately, and we were really prepared and looking forward for that series against CIC. It was definitely a tough one. Having to say goodbye to the seniors right then and there. I know we had maybe like 3 days to get home, so that was definitely tough. But yeah, hopefully that never happens again.
Yeah, I hope that doesn't happen again either. Are you playing this year for the seniors? Trying to finish what you guys started.
Yeah, absolutely. I think last year we had a really good run, and especially going to that series, we felt confident. So I think this year, like like I've been saying, going into each game, with the mindset of just having fun and playing our hardest, just because we don't know if we're ever going to get another game in. So just got to go into each game, with that mentality.
Now, speaking of your teammates, you get to play with Yakov Novak. What's he like on and off the ice, and what's it like being his teammate?
Yeah, he's actually in my class. He's a great teammate. He works hard. Obviously he has a bright future being drafted there, and I hope he goes all the way. But no, yeah, he's definitely an elite player on and off the ice. Takes care of his body, does the right thing, recovery wise and everything. And this year he's obviously had a good start. And last Tuesday had a couple of goals there, so hopefully that keeps going for him. And he's definitely a player to look up to.
Do you think playing with players like that helps your game as well because it motivates you to become just as elite as he is?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we push each other, either if it's before practice or after practice, working on, some small skills or, whatever. And, he's not afraid to tell you what you're doing wrong and vice versa. So, I think we respect that out of each other and, keep pushing each other.
Now, what's your favorite road arena to play in? Because I was looking up Bentley's arena as a pretty cool spot. Is there any other arena in Atlantic hockey that's better than that, or at least a close second?
I think we have the best, rink in Atlantic hockey, I'd have to say. But, I heard Sacred Heart's getting a brand new rink, so I think that'll be done, I think, next year. So that'll be exciting to play in. Yeah, it looks like a nice one.
Yeah, I heard Army has a nice rink too.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they have a good fan base as well. The cadets come to the game, so it's always a good time there.
We're now in the non-hockey segment of the podcast where I ask you some non-hockey questions. My first one is, what's your favorite class at school?
My favorite class right now, I'm taking it with a few teammates. It's called health psychology. Just kind of what we normally do here. We're a business school, right? So being able to take other classes is kind of fun. So just kind of learning about health and the psychology aspect of it has been pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely, especially as an athlete trying to enhance that part of your game as well, I
Right.
guess. Now, my next non-hockey question is, what is your favorite TV show to watch?
Over quarantine, I kind of binge watched The Office. I know it's a pretty classic, but you can never go wrong with The Office.
Oh, it's hilarious. Who do you think would be the best hockey player from that show?
Oh man, I'm not sure. What do you think?
Probably Michael Scott, just because he trucked Toby in that one episode.
Yeah, for sure. I'll agree with you on that.
Now, since Bentley is so close to Boston, what have you ever had the chance to visit the city, and what's your favorite part about Boston?
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we're able to go down there a lot. We're only 20 minutes, so you can take the train, or if you have a car, you can go down there. But yeah, no, it's a great city, especially when it's warm out. You can go downtown and walk around. They have a street, full of shops and good restaurants. So yeah, we try to get down there a lot. Some of the guys, we go down there and walk around and just kind of enjoy the city. Yeah, it's great.
Do you like going to some of the sports games in Boston? Because being from Boston myself, that's the best part of the city, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we've been to a few Bruins games, a couple Red Sox games. Yeah, those are so much fun. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely the atmosphere. It can't get better than that, in my opinion. It doesn't compare to any other city, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely not.
Now, speaking of your teammates, who has the best style on the team besides yourself?
Best style on the team. We have a transfer from Northeastern, AJ Villela. He has some good style coming to the games. His suit style and his hat. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Nice. Now, who is the funniest teammate?
Funniest. I'd have to say Will Guerin. Yeah, he's funny. He's always cracking jokes in the locker room.
Now, if you could have lunch with anyone in the world, who would it be and why?
Anyone in the world? Um, Jeez. Let's see. Probably Bill Gates.
That would
Yeah.
be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a fun conversation, especially being at a business school and just kind of how, he grew up and everything. Yeah, that'd be really cool.
And I think he's also doing stuff with the vaccine and just health-wise, so that's just an
Yeah, for sure.
interesting
Yeah,
aspect
that'd be
of it.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, back to some hockey questions. My first one is, what advice would you give a younger player trying to pursue a Division I college hockey scholarship?
Yeah, just keep going. Just keep pushing yourself every day. Go into each day with the mindset of, trying to get better and, never be afraid to ask questions, to your coaches. I kind of learned that, my probably going into my junior and senior year at Culver. I think my freshman and sophomore year, I kind of laid back and kind of just played, I guess. And kind of going into my junior and senior year, I, kind of told my coaches like, hey, like my goal is to play Division I college hockey. Like what do I need to work on? And so kind of just never being afraid to ask, for help and, kind of just keep pushing yourself.
Definitely, and also doing well in the classroom as well. I think that's an aspect that people don't realize because schools won't look at you if you're doing poorly in class. So try to maintain that
Absolutely.
as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, what should I do better as an interviewer to improve and make this podcast better?
No, it's been great. Yeah, I've enjoyed it. Good questions. I've listened to a few of your other ones, and it's really interesting how you're going around to different college hockey players and kind of learning more about themselves and what they're playing in their schools. And yeah, you've been doing a great job.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, you're the second Bentley player we've had on, so it's been awesome.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
Now, what's been your favorite hockey memory you've had in college so far?
In college, probably playing Boston College my freshman year. Yeah, that was so cool. I mean, growing up, you always hear about Boston College and the success they've had over there, and now being able to play a team like that just right down the road, and hopefully we get to play them again in the future. But yeah, that was really fun going to their barn and playing them, and we were actually fortunate to pull out a win with that one. So yeah, that was probably my best memory.
Nice. I know you guys played Northeastern as well.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we also went to Northeastern. That was fun. They have a really good student section there, so that was really fun to play in front of.
Now, do you have any shout outs you'd like to give to any of your teammates, friends, or family members?
Shout outs, definitely just to my parents. I can thank them enough for what they've done for me. Ever since I was 4 years old, traveling, spending money on hockey and all of that, really paying off to getting a Division I scholarship. So yeah, definitely thanking them.
Yeah, and do you have any message to all the Bentley fans out there who are listening to this podcast?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you, for all your support. We miss you guys, in the stands, and we can't wait to see you guys there next year.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the podcast, Dylan. I really appreciate it. Take care. Have a great rest of your season. I just want to let you know that you're one of my favorite players on the team, and it was an honor getting the chance to talk to you.
Yeah, thank you, Matt. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Take care. Talk to you soon.
You too. Thank you.